Hi, a warm welcome to the most energetic students of St. Francis School to our first English online classroom. I think I am familiar to you. Anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Arun. I was here with you last year for sharing some moral science stories and some classes with you. But this year, I'll be with you as your English teacher. So I hope that you are all perfectly all right at home and safe. Anyway, let me introduce you your English textbook. Unfortunately, I think you haven't got your English literature main textbook, but I hope that you all have your supplementary reader, An Alien Hand. So as we know that alien means something or someone who lives in another planet is called alien. So alien hand, alien means something different or someone different from an ordinary human being. Maybe in films or in cartoons, you might have seen some alien creatures. So anyway, alien is someone or something different. There will be some difference in their appearance, in their language, in their lifestyle when we compare with human. And we don't know that alien is true or false. Anyway, the alien hand, your supplementary reader, provides you a lot of different interesting stories. Not ordinary stories, but a little bit different and at the same time interesting stories. So I hope that you all have this book with you. Please just keep it with you while I teach something. So I hope that we can start our first class now. Well, we are directly moving to our 5th chapter. Okay, so you may think that why sir is skipping all 1, 2, 3 and 4 chapters, that you may ask, usually it is, but why I'm taking this 5th chapter as a beginning, because this is the most interesting chapter in this book. Okay, so anyway, the title of this chapter is Golu Grows a Nose. What's it? Golu Grows a Nose. It can be called as a folk tale, means just an imaginary story. So you all are interested with imaginary stories, isn't it? So this story is also an imaginary story. The story of an elephant. Elephant, what's the speciality of the elephant? The biggest animal, and everybody everybody loves to see an elephant always. And if you are seeing an elephant from morning to evening, you will never get bored. Such a beautiful thing it is. And what makes an elephant more beautiful? Its color, its size, its legs, its huge body, its beautiful tusks, and the main thing, its trunk, the long, large trunk. See, the most beautiful part of an elephant is its face, isn't it? See, have to suffer me when I draw something, okay? Because I am not at all a good painter, an artist, okay? Anyway, if you're taking an elephant's face, there will be a huge ear and a beautiful whatever it is. Anyway, which make an elephant more beautiful is its huge trunk. This elephant can do a lot of activities with this trunk. But can I ask you something? Can you imagine an elephant without a trunk? Means, can you imagine an elephant without a trunk? How worse it will be, isn't it? Can you imagine such a face of an elephant? But you know something, this story states, before long years, elephant didn't have trunk with him. They had only nose, just a short trunk. This can be called as nose. With their nose, they cannot take anything. They cannot take water or any other things. It is just a nose which will be helpful for them to smell. And my dear children, imagine if this elephant or those elephants had just such a nose, they wouldn't be able to do anything with their nose, isn't it? They couldn't take anything with it, they couldn't take water or something. It was really impossible. So we cannot imagine about an elephant without a trunk. But anyway, let's see what the story says. The story says about the time where elephant didn't have a trunk and how elephants got trunk. That is what the story is gonna tell you. Okay, so take your textbook, page number 31, 5th chapter. When I read the text, just use the tip of your finger and just follow through the lines when I read. Ready? Okay. Long, long ago, the elephant had no trunk. They had only a bulgy nose. Okay, there was no trunk for them, but a bulgy means a huge nose. As big as a boot, just like a boot, a huge nose they had. You can see it in the picture. In the picture, you can see this. An elephant, a baby of an elephant, it had a huge nose. Okay? Then he could wiggle it from side to side, means he could move it, that nose, from side to side, but couldn't pick up things with it. Because it is not long, so it couldn't take anything with the trunk. Second paragraph, there was a baby elephant called Golu. The main character of our story is a very naughty baby elephant, Golu. And he too had no trunk, but only a bulgy nose, as small as a small boot. It's a baby animal, a baby elephant, so a very small nose. Golu was full of questions. Like some of you, Golu, as a baby elephant, he was also very much interested to ask questions. He asked his tall aunt, like you, somebody are there in your classroom, I'm sure. Whenever teacher is teaching something, have a lot of doubts, asking why like that, why it is like that, how it is like that, why it is not like that. Lot of questions. Curiosity is there. Curiosity to know more and more. Many students, many of your friends are there. Curiosity to know. So this elephant also was curious. He also had a number of questions. He also wants to know a number of things. So what happened? One day he asked his tall aunt. Aunt means auntie. Who is that? The ostrich. Ostrich. I think an ostrich, the biggest bird, ostrich. I can see the picture of an ostrich. An ostrich. Familiar, I think. So that elephant asked to the ostrich, why don't you ever fly like other birds? That's a usual question. See, you are also a bird, then why don't you fly like other birds? Who asked? Our elephant asked. Our Golu asked. Then he asked his tall uncle. Who will be that? A giraffe. What's the question? What make your skin so spotty? See, the skin of the giraffe, we could see a lot of spots, lot of marks. So the question is, why or how that marks came on your skin? Next question. Third question. He asked his huge uncle. Who is that huge uncle? The hippopotamus. Hippopotamus, not hippopotamus, okay? He asked his huge uncle, the hippopotamus, why are your eyes always so red? That is the next question. He asked his hairy uncle. Who is that? The baboon. A new word, I think. Baboon is a huge monkey. I can show you the picture of a baboon. Baboon is a huge monkey, a huge hairy monkey. So what our Golu asked to this monkey, he asked that, why do melons taste like melons? Melons, a vegetable, fruit. Melons, why the melons taste like melons? What is the reason? Such a question. Then the ostrich, the giraffe, the hippopotamus and the baboon had no answers to Golu's question. Usually it is, if you are asking to an ostrich, why don't you fly like a bird? If you are asking to a giraffe, why your skins are filled with spots? Asking a questions to hippopotamus, why your eyes are red? Is there any answer? No. If I am asking you, why your hand has 5 fingers? This is my question. Is there any answers? No. Why do you have 2 eyes? Why don't you have 3 eyes? Do you have answer? No. So that's it. Some questions do not have answers. So, but our Golu was interested in asking such questions to everyone. Then what happened, one day? The ostrich, the giraffe, and hippopotamus and the baboon didn't have no answers, or they didn't have answers for the question. And Golu is a naughty baby like you. They said he asked such difficult questions always. That was his hobby, for asking such difficult questions to everybody. One day, one twist is going to happen. One day, Golu met the myna bird sitting in the middle of a bush. Myna. English and Malayalam is saying myna bird was sitting in the middle of a bush, and he asked to her, what does the crocodile have for dinner? A new question arose. New question is, what does a crocodile, I think, what does a crocodile eats for dinner is the new doubt. But Myna was a little bit brilliant, so he answered. What he said, The myna said, go to the banks of the great grassy Limpopo River and find it out. So if you want to know the answer of this question, there is an idea. Don't worry. Go to the river. Which river it is? Limpopo River, and you will get the answer. If you want to know, go. Golu went home. So if I get the answer, certainly I will find. So Golu went home. He took 100 sugar canes, then 50 dozen bananas and 25 melons. Why? Everything is packed because he is going for a trip. He's going for a trip to that river to find his answer. So all the food items are stocked. So as we know that elephants are very much interested in eating food. So he packed everything. Then he said to his family, goodbye. I'm going to the great grassy Limpopo River. I will find out what the crocodile has for dinner. He had never seen a crocodile. That's a problem. For the first time, our Golu is going to see a crocodile in his life, and didn't know what one looked like. How a crocodile will look like, he doesn't know. But you know, I think, because you have watched maybe really, or from the zoo, or even from the TV and pictures. He met a python. So when he was going to the river to see a crocodile for the first time, on the way he met a python. What is python? The huge snake. You can see the picture in the textbook itself, or this is python, a coiled python. Coiled means, can you see what it is doing? See, it is in a round shape. So it is called a coiled python. A python it is. So on the way, he met a python. Then what happened? He asked to the python, have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like? What does he have for dinner? So on the way, he met a crocodile, and he asked, our Golu asked to the python, what he asked to the python, Python, have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like, and what does he eat for dinner? Do you know? So our Golu asked these curious questions to a python. Okay. So what will happen next? We don't know. So maybe Golu will meet the python and something will happen, something interesting will happen. Okay, anyway, so let me conclude by saying once again the summary that our hero is a small baby elephant named Golu, and Golu didn't have a trunk, and before long years none of the elephants had a trunk. Okay, and the Golu was very much curious in asking questions. So whenever he see everybody, all the animals, he asked such difficult questions and nobody had the answer. And for the first time when he met a myna, he asked one question about a crocodile. What does a crocodile eat for dinner? Actually, crocodile is a strange animal. So myna said him to go to a river and find your answer. So we went home, he stored all the foods, and he said goodbye to his parents, and he went to the river. On the way, he met a huge python, and he asked about crocodile. What is a crocodile? What does it eat? And how it looked like. So what is going to happen? Let's see in the next class. And what you want to do is read the text very nicely, page number 30 and 31. And what all the doubts you feel, you can share in the WhatsApp group. So I hope that you understood the chapter, this much part, very well. And let us meet in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice time. Bye.